the only time I really wear my glasses is when I go on live. I've tried to drive with them a couple of times. It just don't work out for me. Oh, man. Good day, good way to you all. It is 4-4. 4-4. It's another portal. It's a lot more than a goddamn portal, though. It's a lot of shit going on. Hey there, how you doing? Alright, so 4-4. The number 4 is visualization. The number 4 is creation. The number 4, basically, simplistic terms, is a matrix. It is a box. 4 makes a box. 4 is I've now taken the steps of creating whatever I was thinking. 3 is my thoughts. 4 is what got created from my thoughts. Again, the number 34 for me is the number of God because it is a thought of creation and a thought that gave creation. So today is 4-4. So it is not only creation, sometimes what you created is really a trap. Especially if you don't know what the fuck you was thinking or if you don't know where the thoughts came from, then you almost always get into this mindset of struggling with what is. You understand that? To me, that could be the fucking the root of struggle mentality. I don't know where it came from, but I'm already here, so now let me deal with it. Then again, that becomes choice. If I end up somewhere and I don't know where I'm at, but I try and make my way through where I'm at instead of figuring out how the hell I got here, then I become subject to where I'm at. And if where I'm at is not safe, then I'm going to have to struggle where I find myself at. So again, you can end up in a box, and if you fight to get out of the box by going through the box, you become the box. So 44 is boxed in twice. So now I have to manifest. And think about it from a good aspect. When we say that we're manifesting, that means I am boxing in my energy and I'm taking it into myself or out of myself, however your perspective is. So 44 is the number of successful manifestations. 44 is the master manifester. But if you don't know what you're manifesting, sometimes what you're manifesting is a manipulation. Think about it. That's an interchangeable word. If you deal in paranormals, then they say, oh, well, there was a manifestation or apparition. There was something that manifested in the home. Okay, it manifested, but it was not beneficial to the home itself in most cases. So again, you can't get hung up on the word manifest. Ooh, I manifested. Okay, no, you in some cases you manipulate it. We'll just say manifestation is more natural. Manifestation is I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing and it just happens naturally. Manifestation for me is something that is already within you that comes up out of you. Manipulation is I know I got the potential for it to be in me, now let me force it out. Let me grab it and make it come into existence. Whereas manifestation is, all you got to do is be there, and it'll happen. That's a dangerous thing. Especially look at the day and age where we're in. We're in an age of manifestations. We are having shit manifested around us almost daily right now. We're manifesting our new norm. Sorry, we are. We are currently at a level of fear to where what we think will save us, which is not our norm, is now our savior. And we are singing praises of it in the desire to make it normalcy. Why won't you stay home? See what I'm saying? The one thing that they told you should never do, which is give up your rights, is now the one thing that you willingly want to do because you think it is what's necessary to survive. Survive against what? What they trapped you in. Survive against what they shown you that for. And so now since it got shown into you, it is the only thing you know how to manifest. Why? Because it became your struggle. So if I'm trying to manifest myself out of my struggle, I'm really only manifesting my struggle. Sorry if you can't grasp that. Sorry. If somebody puts me in turmoil and the only way to get out of turmoil is by adding to the turmoil, I'm only justifying the fucking turmoil. Levels to this shit. It really is. But a simplistic mind that operates on the reptilian cortex of fear and the sacral realm of ego arrogance. If all you know is my fucking emotions. All I know is that I feel like I'm in danger, so I'm not going to reach for anything higher. All I know is that I need to feel safe. Then your sacral says, hey, come on back over here. Come on back over here, root chakra. You take over. You tell me what's real. The root chakra already said, motherfucker, I'm paranoid. You don't really want my opinion. But the sacral be like, no, fuck that. You good. See, because I'm feeling some kind of way, and I feel like I might be in danger, and I don't want to trust nothing else except for that which I think might make me survive. But the emotion that you want to survive is the one that never gets out of survival mode. So how can you trust that? Because survival mode always needs you to have a struggle. And again, if you know anything about a hypochondriac or somebody who is in a state of delusion, is they will need to create something to keep the fucking condition normal. A hypochondriac will always need an illness. A delusional type being will always need to create a deluded scenario. So again, let me get back into what I put in the caption. 44. Trapped manifestations. Or is the manifester trapped? Remember, we are all God sparks. We are all subsequent energies of Source itself. Again, fuck you if you don't understand that, really. If you don't understand it, if you think that your ego arrogance level makes you something more than what you're not, but you're probably performing as less than what you really are, that's your bullshit. You keep it. But in my reality, we are all derivative of one grand source. So since we are that one grand source in ultimate division, we still carry the energy of Source. If Source can create, guess what your punk ass can do too? You can create too. But if you don't understand your own level of creativity and something else does, guess what it gets to do? Take your creativity that you've already disavowed. So all we got to do is put you in a box and stir you in your natural energetic tendency to mimic Source. You know, we all say that, girl, you act just like your daddy, or boy, you look just like your mama. Why? Because the natural tendency of existence is to mimic where it came from. So your natural energetic tendency to want to mimic Source function, create, will manifest everything that it needs to justify where it feels trapped. Oops. So if I feel like I'm trapped in something less than utopia, if I feel like I'm trapped in a chaotic field, then I need to manifest the things to make that chaos safe. Not to get rid of the chaos, but to make the chaos safer to exist within. Why? Because I'm trapped. Who put you there? I don't know. Then why are you still there? Because it's all they told me that I have. Oops. Why? Because my 4 left the 3 at home. Holy shit, what I tell you? 34 is what? God. So all I know is what was created, but I don't have enough thoughts in my own head to see why it got created or who created it. That I'm now a manifestation of creation itself in support of creating the manifestation to support the creation that manifested me, that put me into support of creating the manifestation. Holy shit, it's a fucking cycle. What's 4 plus 4? 8. What's 8? Reincarnation, infinity loops. Why? Because your energy is not your own, because you feel trapped, or you feel probably, again, ego arrogance, that where you are more than what this is, without seeing the limitations of what it ain't. So now you support the system indirectly just as quick as somebody else who sees the system and supports the system directly. Either way it goes, your fucking energy. So you keep getting trapped in manifestation because you're a manifester who don't know how to properly manifest. So again, you hear me say this shit. I had a post that I put up from about 4 or 5 years ago with a hand with magic coming off of it. Control your magic, or somebody else will and probably already does. Same thing, only I took the word control out. Be aware of your magic, or have the understanding that somebody else already do. Don't be that fucking dumb and arrogant to think that just because you don't know how to use your magic, that there's not shit out here that's using it against you. Oh, see, that's that bullshit. But yet you're going to turn right back around and God got a plan. Wait a minute. Isn't God, from your perspective, something else outside of you, something grander than you that has a higher understanding than you? See, that's different. No, see, that's your fucking psychosomatic, schizophrenic, fucking delusional ass existence. We are all a bunch of motherfucking hypochondriacs. Motherfuckers need something outside of themselves to justify not going within themselves. And then even when you go within yourself, some of that shit make you say this too much. That you still need to create somebody else to be fucking responsible for you going into yourself. You a fucking trap manifestation within yourself. So hi, today, 4-4. You a trap manifestation out here not knowing how to successfully manifest. So your manifestations end up in manipulation, and boop, that becomes your creation. Your energy that you don't understand, that you are permanently exuding. You are an energetic form inside of a meat suit. This is just a goddamn container. The more you raise your vibrations, the harder it is for this container to contain your vibrations. So even though your meat suit might be operating optimally, your energy is greater than the meat suit. So that means it's usable energy. Holy shit, it's what? It's a manifestation. The energy that is not able to be contained by the meat suit is what is plausible for creation. Become too, what's the word? Become too fertile. Become too fertile in your physical existence. When you come, what happened? You get somebody pregnant. Why? Because the energy that was inside me became of a grand enough nature to create life outside of me. Your energy is no different. See, this meat suit is a lower function. So if the energy within me, if it's fertile enough because I'm controlling, or excuse me, no, let's not do that. It's fertile enough because I'm aware of my thought processes and my ability to create, that I now am authorizing myself to manifest creation. But if I'm not in control of myself, if I'm not aware of myself, even when I hit these energetic high points, and I have to say something after this, but even if I hit these energetic high points, if I don't understand the energy, that does not take away the usability of the energy itself. Remember, you hear me say this all the time. If I cast a spell and I throw 100% of the energy into it, but the situation was a false situation and it only needed 10%, where did the other 90 go? Does it come right back into you? If you know how to be aware of your energy, yes. But if you don't know how to be aware of your energy, that 90% is just floating out there and it's trying to find every other situation that will justify the usage of 100% where only 10% was allowed. You operating at 9, I'm at high vibration, but I'm vibrating high in a 10% situation, something designed to control me, then all the vibrations that could have been used to destroy what was controlling me are now supporting what was controlling me, so that I have verification and justification for using 100% where only 10's needed. You understand that? You doing too much. Yeah, but I'm supporting the cycle. And now I feel good about vibrating high in a situation that probably was not my situation in the first place, but I need a situation because I don't want to have to be my own solution. Oops. I'm just saying though. So 4-4, April 4th, April Fool's Day. Again, April's Fools. It ain't April 1st, it's April 4th. Why? Because most of you don't see what you created because you don't see yourself as a creator. And that's not a God analogy. That is, you don't see what got created because you helped fucking create it. Now, 4-4 runs into 2020. It's a motherfucking vision test. What's a vision test? We need to see how good you see. We, the reflections of this universe, to include that self that you fucking don't want to face, we need you to see shit. But if all I see is what I think I know, then everything else outside of what I think I know is still being seen, even if I won't fucking see it. But it's gonna show up. Holy shit, it's showing up. We've been so focused on the little picture that everything else that's been getting our energy for fucking centuries has now started to manifest on a larger scale. But we still stuck on what we want to see, because what we want to see was the most important thing, even though if we've been trying to see the same shit for year in, year out, and it never has been seen, maybe I need to stop being fucking stupid and start trying to see something else. Oops. So, in the sense to where we didn't own our energy because we thought we were sitting in the driver's seat, now we've been driven out of the whole fucking vehicle. Sit at home. But again, a manifester that does not know that they are trapped in their own fucking creations will only keep manifesting support for the creation that trapped them. Stay home. It's what's best. You the fucking virus. So you staying at home running from a virus, keeping viral thinking. So even when the bullshit virus that is authentically killing people, because it's something that we should have never fucking allowed to get created in the first place, but now you're sitting here becoming your own form of virus, waiting on the other virus to die out. You're only getting better at being viral. Guess what happened when you get back to your normalcy of being free? You're now virally free and more ripe to create more viruses. On all fucking different levels. Physical, medical, mental, emotional, spiritual, you name it. Why? Because, shit, you don't want your energy. You don't understand what you're doing with your energy because you have ego arrogance of thinking that what you know is all there is. But yet what you know has not shown you what you want to see, so you keep making adjustments for what you are being shown in hopes of it showing you what you want to see. Does that not sound like the motherfucking definition of insanity? I'm a holdout player until I see what I want to see. Even though what I'm seeing ain't what I want to see, keep hope alive. You hope. Your faith, your energetic subscription into that what you should not see because it's what you want to see will now show you what you don't want to know. And now I'm going to struggle with what I see because what I don't want to know can't be real even though I fucking really created it. It's a motherfucking conundrum. Hello, Ouroboros. Hello, Ouroboros. The snake chasing its own tail, shitting in its own mouth, trying to figure out the safe components of that shit that it ate, that it shitted on itself, so that it continued to shit on itself, while still trying to fucking stop shitting on itself. Close your mouth and be still. Two things that can get you out of the Ouroboros circle. Close your mouth and be still. Why? Because in order to perpetuate the cycle of an Ouroboros circle, in sense an infinity loop, is you have to keep opening up your mouth and manifesting. You can, and I'm not talking about this mouth here, I'm talking about the energetic mouth itself. You have to keep opening your energy up and allowing things to keep manifesting through you, to you, for you. That last part. You gotta stop letting shit manifest for you. You have to stop let things manifest for you. If you don't understand how to manifest on your fucking own, you are giving your energy to something in awareness, in consciousness, in delusion, or even in fucking intelligence. Holy shit, that was 4. You are trapping your energy into some different level of existence, expecting it to do what you won't do for yourself. But here's the catch. You likely are just as ancient in creation as that which you are using to help create you, but because you don't own your own energy, you give support to something else that you perceive to be greater than you, which will always keep it greater than you as you learn to try and be great within yourself. Why not just be fucking great? Why not just be fucking great, and then you'll understand that they support their own existence as you learn to support your own existence, not subjugate your existence in hopes that they're going to learn to support you because you won't support your own little punk ass self. Giving honor and glory. Giving honor and glory and praise. It's a fucking delusion. But a delusional mind that does not know that it is inside an illusion is almost always lost. I'm sorry. So, 4-4 takes you to 2020, the vision test. The vision test says, holy shit, it's 2020. What are you seeing? You're seeing your reflection, source, but you didn't see it. So let's show it to you again. Your reflection, source. Let's go the other route. 2 is intelligence. You dumb motherfucker, your source. You dumb motherfucker, your source. Oops. Because intelligence is what? Knowledge. Let's go to 3rd route. No source. No source. Let's go to 4th route. Take the K out of it. Take that perspective of what you think you know out of it. Now you just have no, as in, no source. No source. Let's go to 5th route. No source, don't do that shit. No source, don't do that. You're creating something. What are you being shown? Don't do that. That ain't what you need to see. Stop creating. Holy shit. But because we don't have responsibility, we probably missed all 5 angles. The one that tell you that there is no source outside of you. You're the motherfucking manifester being corrupted by your own thoughts that you don't own. Or the one that says there is no source greater than you, so even if you have failed prey to something else outside of you, it is merely reclaiming your own energy that will make you greater than that which has already claimed your energy in the first place. Holy shit, that sounds like a fucking revolution, don't it? That sounds like when I got enslaved by something else that made itself bigger than me, the minute that I told myself I was bigger than it and I took my energy back, now we gotta fucking figure some shit out. Why? Because now I'm gonna be responsible for myself, because the responsibility that I expected from you, who was already clearly enslaving me, 1 and 1 never added up. 1 and 1 never made it to 2, because what I expected to see, what I connected to, never showed up. I expected. That was the first fuck up. Stop having fucking expectations. But again, 2020, 2020. Take the fucking zeros out of it, because the zeros will do what? Show you everything and nothing at the same time. So alright, so we'll own that. Get the zeros out of the way. What's left? 2 2s. Holy shit, it's a 22. Pew, pew, pew. Who's shooting you? You shooting yourself. Why? Because 22 is the master builder. 22 is the number of choice. Where am I build at? I don't know, bro. That's your choice. Holy shit, it's my what? My choice. You mean I get to get the fries too? Oh, you's a baller. It's your 22. It's your choice to apply your energy where you want to. But if I ain't got no choice because Master said this all we can do, stay home, then you being told what you can build. But what are you building? My own trap. Build a better mousetrap. Why? Because I'm already trapped, and Master said this is all I can do with my energy because I don't own it. I don't own my own energy, so I just need to survive. See, when I get through surviving, I'll learn how to live. Uno. 1 card left. Hope you don't get a draw 4 in between. Holy shit, a do what? A draw 4. Oh shit. What happens when you draw 4? They put you in another box. You gotta play a little bit longer. Why? Because you waited on somebody else to play their hand before you figured out what the fuck you just let go of out of your own. I'm just saying. So 22 becomes a choice. But a choice of what? A choice of what I'm going to give my intelligence to. My possibilities over here, my probabilities over there. But either way it go, if I split myself, it's a choice. Why? Because if I split myself in 2 different directions, that becomes my 4. That becomes my focus. That becomes my trap. How can you focus on 2 things at the same time? Unless your motherfucking ass got myopia, you won't. Myopia where your eye turns out. Unless you that motherfucker from almost every good crazy movie, that one eye going this way, one eye going that way, you missing something in the middle. But my third eye's strong. Your third eye is based off of what? Your emotions. So if your emotions were not smart enough to take you out of fucking reptilian level core responses of enslavement, then your third eye is only responding to enslavement. So your third eye dumbed in a motherfucker as long as your ass dumbed in a motherfucker. Your third eye is only as woke as your motherfucking energy understanding. If all you understand is that I have to fight, then your third eye will provide the best scenario to survive a fight. If your third eye is responding to your sacral and solar energy that says I'm already free, then your third eye will only show you responses to keep you in a state of freedom, not in a state of struggle. So again, miss me with that woke shit. Miss me with that. Y'all motherfuckers don't understand your own energy because you've been taught what your energy is, and you've been taught what your energy is by the same motherfuckers that's teaching you what your energy cannot be. Oops. I'm just saying, if it don't resonate, stay enslaved. So, we have 3 4s at that point. Because you have the 4 of April, you have the 4 for the day, the month, the day, and then the year converts to a 4. So that's a 4 4 4. Break it down in 2 different directions. You have the 44 up front, manifestations, and you have the 4 up in the back, control, or focus, or traps. So I'm going to manifest my own trap, or I'm manifesting what the fuck I've been trapped into. I'm manifesting what they told me to focus on. I'm manifesting what's ruling me, because 4 is what? The fucking emperor. What does the emperor do? Rule. I'm manifesting my own rule. Holy shit. Stay at home. It's the only way we're going to be safe. Learn not to live, survive. Common sense is so fucking uncommon. It's beautiful. It really is. But let's turn it around the other way. Let's put the trap up front so that you can clearly see what you're manifesting. Let's put the 4 up front. Holy shit, I'm showing what I need to be focusing on. They're showing me the trap. Here, this is what's in my hand, but now I don't see that. Why? Because my sense of understanding, my 44 is I'm successfully not going to pay attention to this shit because what you showing me over there ain't real. So I showed you the trap. You didn't believe it was a fucking trap. So now you manifesting the trap because I already showed you, hey, I need your energy to make this. I'm not paying attention to that. I don't want to pay attention to it, but you already saw it. What we always say, I can't unsee it. And once you saw it, you acknowledge it. Once you acknowledge energy, you give it fucking credence to exist. Once you acknowledge energy, that motherfucker ain't going nowhere until you satisfactorily either overcome your level of thinking that keeps substantiating that thought being real, or you reclaim the energy from the fucking thought altogether. When you reclaim the energy from that which you helped create, then it is no longer a valid creation. Doesn't mean it's not an experience, but it's no longer a valid creation in successive force of continued creation, if you understand that. So if you pull the plug on a fucking light, eventually the light goes out. That makes sense to you. When you unplug a light, eventually that bitch gonna go out. It may take it a millisecond or so for the energy to be pulled out of the light bulb itself, and it'll still contain heat and energy, but it won't be as functional as it was if you keep plugging into it. So if you keep plugging into this shit that you think that is trapping you, because I need to understand what's trapping me, but not understanding that paying attention to what's trapping me is actually feeding the trap itself. I just don't know. Why? 4 plus 4 plus 4, 12. Discipline. The hangman. The sacrifice. The martyr. And again, I tell you a lot of times, the sacrifice and the martyr is pretty much the same thing. It's just ego in the middle. Did I think that I need to die for a cause? To me, it's kind of like situational. I can see in some cases, no, I really can't, because see, that's ego within me. That's the warrior in me that will say sometimes you got to die for a cause. Fuck that. I'm not dying for a cause. How about I just live in spite of? I'm not going to go out here and die for something that everybody else ain't going to do nothing but turn around and give their energy to anyway, and now my ass is sitting there with a fucking tombstone for you other stupid motherfuckers who like the tombstone in your mind. Real talk. So fuck all that rebellion bullshit and one man needs to start a war. No, one man needs to stop fighting. And then maybe one woman to stop fighting, and then maybe one child to stop fighting, and then everybody would start realizing, holy shit, there was nothing we were fighting against except for ourselves. We was only fighting ourselves. We was only fighting ourselves because we didn't love ourselves enough to own our own energy and have a responsibility to ourselves, that we allowed the irresponsibility that we manifested to control us. And unfortunately, you have beings with souls and without souls, so don't get caught on that stupid ass angle. They soulless. No, them motherfuckers just got corrupt programming just like we got corrupt programming. And if I can see where something is going to be more beneficial to me, again, natural tendency of source is to create. So if I'm only fucking creating which verifies what I deem is safe, am I wrong? Prime directive. If I see where I have the right to live, how I want to live, and if everything else supports or everything else is usable towards what I want to live under, am I wrong for taking it? That's fucking perspective. That's perspective. No, you should never, morally, but what are morals? Morally, you should never take something from somebody else to ensure your own survival. But if the other motherfucker is not aware of what they're losing and you are safely taking it, and then after you've been taking it for so long, now they realize what they've been losing it, and now you don't want to give it back because you've already had permission to have it for so long, that's a fucking justified struggle. Why? Because you motherfuckers gave it up for so long. You motherfuckers gave it up for so long that now that you want to take it back, what you have been giving it to doesn't want to let it go for free. Damn, that sounds like a virus or a disease or a cancer. Sound like a cancer for real. Well, I mean, it sounds viral too. The virus lies dormant in your body, and then it activates, and then your body sends in its troops to try and fight it off. But the virus says, no, I was here first, or here longer. So now the virus doesn't go away for free until the body learns to become strong enough with itself and harness its own manifestation capabilities of healing, and then it heals itself from that which it already took into itself, designed to kill it. Sound like an inside job, right? Sound like the best way to get rid of the virus is get the fucking virus out of your mind. Holy shit, it's a crown virus. But it ate up your whole fucking soul. Because now you're looking to be saved. Oops. 444 makes it 12. Discipline. Discipline to do what? Discipline to own my own fucking energy. At the end of the day, that's all this is. If I take in a virus and in my arrogance and ego, I think that I'm better than the virus, even though the virus is saying, hi, watch out for me. Hi, watch out for me. I'm learning. If in my ego and my arrogance, I think I'm more than that which I see is coming to make me less. If in my ego and arrogance, I do nothing to prevent the lesser from becoming the more, who's the fool? Who's the fool? Who's the fucking fool? So again, just like we was having this conversation yesterday, you can't stand on them soapboxes about who was here first and who was here last and who was the lesser. Who allowed the lesser to become more? Linda, shh. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. See, the best way to let shit keep on going is to keep making excuse for why it started in the first place. Ego, arrogance, and fucking blind subscription to things that you wanted outside of yourself allowed the things that were manifested within yourself to take over yourself. Sorry. So we can't even do that. We can't even do that. That's an age-old fucking trap of deflection and irresponsibility to being responsible to our own fucking irresponsibility. Holy shit. Scientific standpoint. If you don't know anything about DARPA, if you don't know anything about MIT, if you don't know anything about the Department of Army, Broad Institute, holy shit, let me not keep calling these names before they cut my signal. If you don't know anything about these organizations who are sponsored and funded to reorganize and re-engineer certain aspects of life in order of military-grade usage, if you don't know anything about that, if you don't know that they take something harmful and render it harmless in order to find out a way to make it more harmful but yet controlled, that sometimes when they do that in tampering with the levels of control over harm, they lose control over the harm itself. You get it? Did you get that? Sometimes we poke the bear and then the bear roars back and holy shit, we wasn't ready for the roar. And now the bear got out of control. And now you don't know how to stop it, but we're not going to own up to fucking poking the bear in the first place. But we're just going to tell you to watch out for the bear that we poked and trust us in figuring out how to stop that bear from being angry. Who was responsible? The bear that got poked or the motherfucker that poked the bear? Or the motherfucker that allowed the motherfucker to poke the bear? That can be a long-term fucking battle. See, it would be easier to point the finger at who you allowed to do all this bullshit over saying, why the fuck did I give them the position, authority, and the allowance and the motherfucking expectations of being smart enough not to do this shit? But we don't have a say-so. Okay. Check your license. Look on the back. No, look at the front and the bottom. As long as you keep buying a system of capitalism and shit like that, they're going to keep capitalizing on your ass. But we're not going to do politics. So I'm just saying, if you don't have responsibility to yourself to pull your energy out of the trap, then the trap has your energy. Why? Because you're a manifester. Why? Because you are a manifestation of source. You are God in awareness. Hi, GA. You are God in motherfucking awareness, but your ass just ain't intelligent enough to be aware of God. Why? Because the struggle demanded you get stuck in a box that makes you look for something outside of yourself to get you out of where you got stuck. That is natural human tendency under our current levels of history, no matter which timeline you write. It is always going to be that same bullshit story of there is something greater than you to help you find who you really are. Even if it is in the sense of saying it's an admirable assistance. You know, spirit guides, ancestors, deity worship, all that shit like that. You can have good components of them designed to play fucking Siglinda the Good Witch, but even that motherfucker was tricky too. Siglinda the Good Witch from fucking Wizard of Oz, she sat there and watched Dorothy go through all these struggles and stripes just to tell her at the end, oh bitch, by the way, all you do is click your heels.
Oh bitch, by the way.
What? You mean all this fucking journeying and shit that I went through and all I had to do was just be me? Stand on my own 2 feet? And return to my own source? Why would you do that to me? Oops, sorry, trickster's trick. See, if you don't know your own power, you will depend on somebody else to show you that which you won't receive or remember for yourself. But the problem with remembrance is, if somebody telling you what the fuck you need to remember, you probably only going to remember what they want you to know. Now you got 4 agreements. Now you got illusions. Now you got the art of war. Now you got the Gersha, the Shemhamfarash, and all this other shit. You got all these doctrines that tell you how to get out of here, but the motherfuckers still here too. Oops. For $5.99, I can show you a door. I'm not gonna promise you it's the door to get you out of here, but for $5.99, I can show you a door. You see what I'm saying? I didn't make any promises, but your mind was so easy, fucking wrapped up in thinking that the door was gonna be the way out instead of understanding that I am the way, the truth, and the motherfucking light. Your mind so wrapped up in what you want, but what you won't give yourself, boop, you'll sell your motherfucking soul in a heartbeat. You sure, Yogi? Hey, boo-boo, there's a picnic basket around the corner. Come here. $5.99. Cash App T-Jinx. TEEJINX. I'll show you a door. I even put a rune on that motherfucker for you. So, we doing Uno cards today. So, 4 becomes 12. 12 becomes 3. 3, my thought. This is all a thought. This is all a motherfucking thought. I'm so proud of my 10-year-old today. He woke up and he said, I woke up from a dream and realized I was still dreaming while I'm still woke. And I told him, understand that, remember that, accept that, embrace it, but just don't dwell on it. Don't dwell on it. When you get shown what you need to see, honor it for what it is and let it play out the way it needs to, and don't tell yourself what you need to know about it. Because that's how you fuck yourself up. When they show you something and they can really authentically be you, when you are shown something within yourself, if you don't want to honor what you've seen in favor for what you want to see, boop, you're your own 44. See, I only need to be shown the trap, which I've already trapped myself in because I need the components of the trap to set myself free. What's the only thing you're going to keep creating? The trap. Because I think creating the trap will get me out of the trap. Holy shit. Hi, Ouroboros. Wipe your mouth. So when you get little fucking tidbits and gifts like that to show you, you're really just a thought. You're a 12 that's performing like a 3. You are a hanged man. You are a spirit hung up in man mode. You ever work on your computer? Damn, this motherfucker ain't responding. It's not responding. Hi, it's not responding. Your spirit is caught up in this motherfucking meat suit, stuck in ego arrogance of thinking that it understands the program. Holy shit. Thinking that it understands the program that was given to it, that it forgot to find out who the fuck gave me this shit in the first place. Who gave me this virus, and now I have viral thinking. Stay home. But I'm a computer, and so I honor my arrogance of programming and efficiency that I only need to efficiently program what has already been programmed into me. Enslavement. Why? Because there is no ownership of thought. And if there is no ownership of thought, there is no ownership to creation. And without thought in creation, you are a mindless automaton and you will never see God. Why? Because God is thought in creation. Hi. So, see if this makes sense. Let's see what the okay. Try to shuffle the cards. One already flipped out. And it's a 1 in reverse. So, what were we talking about? 4. 4 in itself is, what's the trap? The 1 in reverse. What is the 1? Awareness. What is the 1? The magician. The reversal of the magician is the fucking manipulator. Remember I said at the beginning, a manifestor that does not know that they are being used is really in manipulation. So the fact that you won't use you and you waiting on everybody else to give you what you won't use, you manipulate yourself. Green. Heart. Holy shit, hi Dragon's Wheel Grid. The fuck I keep telling y'all, put your heart down. Shut that motherfucker up. Your heart is your attachment to all the ideas in your head. But if I don't know the ideas in my head that aren't mine versus the ones that even are mine, but they're mine in corruption, then I'm corrupted. Stuck in man mode. Control Alt Delete. It's not responding. Keep on, you're gonna get the motherfucking BSOD. Ooh, the blue screen of death. Keep on. My thoughts that have created what's going on today are me in reverse. It ain't me no more, but I'm trying to make it my norm. Holy shit. I really want to go outside, but they already taught me that staying home is the safest thing for me, so I need to find normalcy in staying home. Stay home. Stay in manipulation. See, fuck what you talking about. That's fine. Keep on attaching to everything else except for yourself. What you attach to is what you call love, but it ain't loving you. Let your life tell you tale. So, let's just see. That's the 4. That's the original 4. Let's take the other 44 out of the year and the month. So this was today. We're under manipulation. The month and the year, both of them are 4s. Again, that's the master manifester, the successful manifestation. But if I'm only in manipulation, then what am I going to successfully manifest as a manipulation? Oh, God damn it. Holy shit. Told you, I hope we don't get a draw 4. If I'm in manipulation and they're going to manifest something out of me, what are they going to manifest? 4 or more traps. They're only going to trap my energy in and they're going to draw my 4. They drew my 4. What was my 4? My manipulation. What is manipulation? Motherfucking manifestation in creation.